Folks, what is it with people like Candace Owens, Stephen A. Smith, Larry Elder, Officer Brandon Tatum, okay, a former Sheriff David Clark? Like, what is with these people and their fucking anti-black stances on every single solitary thing that happened to black people? Everything. When somebody black doing good, here they come. When we love something that somebody black doing, here they come to come tear it down. Okay? When we hate something that happened to a black person, here they come to try to justify the black person being killed because that person had some kind of record. And this is what they do. This is off the black conservative playbook. They always come out and say the person had a criminal record. And if they can't find a criminal record, then they'll say, well, it wasn't racially motivated. Well, of course, this Sonya Massey woman, from what I've known, I was searching, she don't have any criminal records. She don't have any warrants. The woman called the police, okay, with the possible domestic violence. Now, when the cops pulled up to the door, you can tell, guys, you don't even have to be a doctor to see that this woman was not mentally well. Okay, point blank. And these officers, they so stupid, or they probably didn't care. Probably just saw just another black woman or somebody else black. Okay, that's probably all he saw. But you can look and tell this woman was mentally, come on. The woman was fucking mentally unstable, y'all. And this man went into this woman's house and shot this woman in the face. He noticed a pot on the stove, so he felt like he should come into the house. And of course this woman invited him into the house because she called the police. She trusted him. She's not mentally well. You can listen to the conversation and tell that this woman was mentally ill. Without a shadow of a doubt, you can hear in this woman's voice that she was not mentally well. Some of the mannerisms, and she almost gave me the impression that she was like a very, very high functioning autistic woman. Because you have a lot of autistic people that they're very high functioning and they can operate pretty well in society. And she reminded me of a very high functioning autistic woman. But there was something not right about her. But you go into this woman's house, this woman was begging for her life. She said she was sorry, please don't shoot. And then she ducked behind the kitchen counter. And this savage of a cop come behind that kitchen counter and shoots this woman anyway. Shoots this woman. Kills this woman in cold blood, murders this woman. She's murdered. And what does Candace Owens come out? Soon as Black America began to get upset, we start, the things just fumigating inside of us. First thing Candace Owens say, well, it wasn't racially motivated. It wasn't. So do y'all think this officer would have went into a house occupied by a white woman? Do y'all really think that he would go into this house and shoot this woman over a pot of boiling water? Because honestly, this woman, Sonya Massey, died over a pot of boiling fucking water. Over a pot of water. I was afraid she was going to throw it on my face. Oh, she threw the water at me. Yeah, the water splashed after you shot this woman in her face. And moreover, he threatened, I'm going to shoot you in the face. You come near me with that boiling water, I'm going to shoot you in the face. Put the pot down. She ducked. She said, okay, I'm sorry. She put the pot down. When she finally realized her life was in danger, she ducked, she put the pot down. She ducked behind the kitchen counter, I'm sorry. And this man ran his ass behind that kitchen counter and savagely, like the savage he is, brutally murdered this woman. And not only after he murdered this woman, the woman was already dead. He called the woman a crazy bitch. That's what he called her. Had no anything. No compassion for this woman's life. Don't get in his mind, he's trying to move on with his day. He's trying to move on with his day. Like, literally killed this woman, and this man, he ain't give two fucks. He shot this woman in her face and called her a crazy bitch. Now, I want y'all to understand, like really truly understand where I'm going with this. You kill somebody, you kill him, and you out there chuckling. This man is laughing, and it wasn't racially motivated. You don't think that this wasn't racially motivated? Candace Owens says George Floyd wasn't racially motivated. Like, damn. When something is racially motivated, you don't talk about it. Did Candace Owens say anything about Ryan Garcia, that racial rant? Not even. Did her and her black conservative friends say anything about the racist rant by Ryan Garcia? They didn't say anything. But you know, all the black conservatives, and I started checking black conservative channels, because I wanted to see how many of them were going to talk about this Ryan Garcia situation. Many of them didn't say anything, but the ones that did, they said Ryan Garcia got mental health problems. They gave this man a pass. A complete pass for pretty much saying you the N-word. And I don't like any N-words. I don't like blacks. I don't like any N-words. Oh man, he was just mentally ill, man. Ryan not really like that. No, Ryan Garcia is really a nice guy. He believes in God. But all the black conservatives that I watched, they all pretty much got a similar viewpoint to Candace Owens. Black people got to stop thinking everything racially motivated. And one guy fixed his mouth to say, if she'd have complied the way the officer told her to, she'd be alive today. No, if the officer wouldn't have took his bitch ass in that apartment or in that house, okay? If he wouldn't have went into the house, there was no need for him to go into the house. Why did this guy have to go into the house? Why? For what reason? Oh, because he saw a pot on the stove? So you mean to say Sonya Massey gets killed over a pot of boiling fucking water? This woman, like clockwork, every single time something happened in the black community, every time something happened, here she go. Here she go with her anti-black rhetoric. Every single solitary time. It's even getting to the point, man, and, you know, shout out to a couple of other people, man, that they conservatives. Okay? I'm talking about white conservatives. It's more white conservatives that's condemning this cop's actions. It's more white conservatives pretty much saying, yo, this was effed up on all levels. You got some white conservatives that are going in on this police officer, but you got Candace Owens over here. Nope, not racially motivated. I can't remember the guy. Was it Philip something? He thought it was racially motivated. And you know, to get a conservative to actually think that something is racial anything, they ain't doing that. It's not going to happen. But this guy kind of said, yo, I think it was racially motivated. I felt that it was. I have to find y'all the video clip, man. But then you got this idiot, Candace Owens, running around here. It's not racially motivated. I don't know why black people always want to make everything about race. It's been about race for a long time. It's been about race for a long time. I guess Philando Castile, guess that wasn't about race. Tamir Rice, y'all remember that 12-year-old boy that got killed? Guess that wasn't about race. George Floyd, I guess that just wasn't about race, was it? Guess it wasn't about race. It's never about race when somebody black getting killed. If it had been any other nationality other than black, it would have been safe for the world to say it was racially motivated. It would have been safe for the world to say, oh, it really was racially motivated. No. These are just Candace. These are just black people just crying again. Always trying to have something about race. Always want to be the victim. Always want to play victim. This is this woman's ideology. But I tell you what, though, see, isn't it funny how the conservatives, they turned their back on Candace Owens? Y'all remember Candace Owens was supposed to speak at the Republican National Convention one year. And they rescinded, they blocked her from the program. They took her ass off that program. And they replaced her with a white guy. Do you guys remember that? I can't remember the guy who they replaced her with, but I remember that guy. They replaced her ass with this white guy. Was that racially motivated? Was it? See, it's funny, man, all the anti-black rhetoric that this woman speaks. All the anti-black rhetoric that she speaks. And then when it's time for her moment, the big moment, for her to speak at this convention, she don't even get to do it. These people don't have her back. They don't have her back. And I'm going to tell you something that I saw in her comment section. And folks, I was tripping because, you know, one guy said, he said, well, people like Candace Owens, he said, you have to really understand. I mean, we'll come on here and we'll listen to her takes because she's got a lot of views that we, you know, definitely co-sign. He said, but I would never recommend her. Like, say if she ever went out, to try to be the president, I wouldn't vote for her. I wouldn't vote for her at all, because the guy said anybody who throws their own people under the bus, you can't trust them. And I said, get out of here. Yeah, the guy was like, anybody that'll throw their own people under the bus, I won't trust them. He said, now I'll come here and I'll laugh and shake my head, and how can this woman, be the color she is and be so anti-black? Like, you got like people, racist people in her comment section that just shake their head like they can't understand, why she is the way she is. And they don't even respect this woman. Like, people will flat out say, racist people come out and say, we don't even respect her. Because the guy said the minute she becomes pro-black anything, we're going to crucify her. and guess what? When this guy said that, this guy had about 5,000 likes on that one comment. And he had about 1,000 replies of people just co-signing. Yep, brother. Absolutely. Like, thousands of people. So the people that her audience, they don't even respect this girl. They don't even respect, like, it's like you're catering to an audience that don't like you anyway. And when you try to get a real position of power, they're not going to support you. And you would think that being removed from the Republican National Convention that year, you would think that she would have an understanding, oh, you know what? I got to stop going so hard at black people all the time. I got to stop going so hard at black people. I gotta stop. Like, you would think that she would have, like, I don't know, like a different mode of just stop being so damn that anti-black on everything. Like, come on, it's getting to a point, man, to where you have to think that something is going to happen to this woman one day. It's getting to a point where you have to think that something is going to happen to this woman. Something's going to happen to her. Like, Candace Owens now trying to go to black functions. And I'm going to tell you something. She better be lucky and hope damn well that none of these people that she done talked about, right, they families come to these black conventions, and some of these pro-blacks don't invite some, George Floyd family, or, Philando Castile, Tamir Rice, who she said, it's Tamir Rice's parents' fault that those cops had jumped out the car and killed. Had those parents would have been, watching their kid like they're supposed to, okay, then he would have never got killed. Well, and I look at it like this. How many little kids play with toy guns? Yeah, most of y'all played with toy guns when you was a kid. Little kids play with toy guns. I mean, unfortunately, should you give them a toy gun in 2024? No. But little kids still go out. They play cops and robbers. They play shoot 'em up. Okay, they act like they shooting each other. Little kids, this is what they do. This is nothing new. This is what kids do. But nope, she said it was Tamir Rice's mama's fault that he died. It was his mama's fault. The officers ain't had no blame. They were just reacting. And what would you do if you was an officer and you saw something like a gun? Okay? If you saw something like a gun, what would you do as an officer? Put yourself, she said, this broad had the nerve to say, put yourself in the officer's shoes. Are you out of your mind? You literally had the gumption to say, put yourself in the police officer's shoes. Folks, you can't make it up. You can't make this stuff up. Candace Owens is one of these people that she gonna get a wake-up call, big one. Or she gonna try to hang out, because a lot of her audience, they don't even respect anymore. She gonna try to hang out. She gonna try to go to one of these little black things, one of these black functions. She gonna try to go. And somebody gonna recognize her. Somebody gonna pop this girl upside her head. Somebody gonna pop this girl right upside her head. They gonna do it. They gonna take her up out of here, man. And I hope it don't come to that over, like something that she say. But, sometimes when you say things, you have the right to say what you want to say. Unfortunately, though, you don't have the right to choose your consequences. That's for the universe or God or whoever you believe in. You don't have the right to choose your consequences, unfortunately. Okay? Unfortunately. You have the right to say whatever you want to say, but you don't have the right to choose the consequence. You don't get to pick your consequences. Your consequences, they come to you. They come to you, okay? And Candace Owens, she got a lot of consequences that's going to come to her. If this girl don't stop, she keep on. Because some of these families, man, they still grieving. And you don't think that it's brothers sitting around trying to find an opportunity to get this girl. The only reason why they ain't got this woman is because they don't want to go to jail. They don't want to go to jail. But I tell you what, when you get these families that they get an opportunity to take their shots they can't, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. And you got some of these people that's done lost everybody. And they don't care. You take a person's family from them, a person act differently. And I guarantee you, she going to show up and somebody going to recognize her and somebody going to hit this woman. I'm going to punch her in the face. And the thing of it is, that people know nowadays they're hitting somebody or slapping them around, beating them up. You're going to go to jail. You're going to go to jail. But I guarantee you, she gonna get what's coming to her. And, you know, I'm not one of these people that I'm pro, like, violence against women. But if something happened to Candace Owens where she get assaulted, guys, I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm not going to care. She's not going to get no sympathy or empathy from me because she don't give any sympathy or empathy when our black brothers and sisters are being killed in the street, being killed in their own house. Same thing when Botham John got killed in his own damn apartment. What did she do? She gave the cop a pass. Took the side of the cop. Took the side of the cop. I said, man, come on. Come on. This woman took the side of the cop. Botham Jean sitting in his house watching TV, man, get shot in his own damn house. And the parents of Botham John, they just make me even more sick. Wanting to hug this woman. Then the judge giving the woman a Bible. And, man, no. Throw the book at this woman and give her the electric chair. That's what you do. These racist people, man, they get too much leniency. No. With a racist person, you don't give them a second chance to kill you. You don't give a racist person a second chance to kill you. You do whatever you can do, and you put these people underneath your foot. They're not even worthy of breathing the air, bro. They're not. It's like this world we can't live in peace, bro. It ain't gonna be nobody living in peace. Nobody will live in peace as long as racism is alive. And I don't care if people say racism in here. It is. This world, this whole world, man, racist. But Candace Owens, guys, I'm telling y'all, she's gonna get what's coming to her sooner than later.